Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are www.deceptionstoppers.com, America's only child support education service. I'm going to say it again, America's only child support education service. I am not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. I do not advocate that you don't support your human offspring. I simply advocate you made them in private, take care of them in private. And today, gentlemen, I'm going to give you a warning, and I'm going to warn you and advise you beware of the country bumpkin. Okay? A country bumpkin, and this is no disrespect, all right, to my brothers from down south. All right, this is no disrespect at all, except there's a country bumpkin on YouTube giving some really bad information, and I want you to be aware of it. Okay? And a country bumpkin, a person usually from a rural area, the South or small town, who speaks or behaves in a manner that indicates lack of understanding of the ever-changing modern world. Country bumpkins tend to speak in terms of social overtones indicative of pre-civil rights America and characteristically speak in offensive terms. You know, country bumpkins. Oh, bitches, hoes, y'all bitch made niggas. All right, you know the country bumpkins I'm talking about. Without knowledge of doing so, but they got knowledge. A bumpkin is more ignorant than uneducated, though most are probably uneducated. And I can personally guarantee the country bumpkin I'm speaking against is uneducated. All right, the same one who got on his knees and wanted to suck my dick before he went on YouTube and asked me permission to be here, and then made a video and said that Ahmed Osiris is truth. Either way, educated or not, country bumpkins are necessarily ignorant. Ignorant means ignoring the facts. Country bumpkins come in every ethnicity and in both genders. Now, again, this is no disrespect for my boys down in the South. All right, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. So, today's discussion is paternity establishment. Okay? And what we're going to do is let's look at the Social Security clause, okay? Because paternity, number one, is voluntary. Number two, what this dumbass country bumpkin does not realize, because they have not studied child support, they have not mastered child support, is that number one, okay, we're going to go up here. This is section 466 of the Social Security Act. Don't know what that is, do you, boy? All right, look, number one, we're going to go up to C, voluntary acknowledgement, okay? The state must provide that before a mother and putative father can sign acknowledgement of paternity, they must be given notice orally or through the use of video, audio equipment, and in writing. All right, the legal consequences, okay, and responsibilities that arise from signing the acknowledgement. Okay, so if you don't sign it, then there's no legal consequences. If you sign it and they don't tell you the legal consequences, you can disestablish paternity, and here's your proof. All right, see that these dumbass country bumpkins, they can't tell you this. All right, so we're going to go down here to contested, right here. Now, check this out. Legal finding of paternity. Procedures under which a signed voluntary acknowledgement of paternity is considered a legal finding of paternity, subject to the right of any signatory. Do you have the right to remove your signature? Yes. To rescind the acknowledgement within the earlier of 60 days or the date of an administrative or judicial proceeding relating to the child, including a proceeding to establish a support order in which the signatory is a party. Simply don't be a party. All right, so here it is. Contest. Procedures under which, after the 60-day period referring to the above clause, a signed voluntary acknowledgement of paternity may be challenged in court only on the basis of fraud, duress, or mistaken material fact. Mistaken material fact means you were not included as the biological parent of that offspring. All right, but fraud or duress calls up here, because when they don't inform you of the legal consequences, that is fraud. All right, and because this is a personal responsibility contract, all right, Fraud vitiates a contract, any contract. So you can disestablish paternity at any time after the 60-day period. Okay? All right? It ain't about calling your mama a bitch. It ain't about calling your daughter a bitch. It ain't about saying that your mama should be on her knees sucking my cock. It ain't about saying your daughter should be on her knees sucking my cock and in the kitchen making me a sandwich. Because that's how country bumpkins talk about the women. All right? Women are goddesses. And just because they got tied up does not mean a thing. Okay? So if you want to disestablish paternity, then disestablish paternity. But be careful listening to these dumbass country bumpkins who don't know shit about child support and then want to sit there and try to debate. There's no debate about child support. I'm the national foremost expert on child support. I can take child support in any shape or form and show you how to dismiss it. What you do with it is up to you. But guess what? All right, I'm not a country bumpkin. My mama don't clean toilets. My mama is doing quite well. She gets a nice allowance from her favorite son. All right? Yes, she works a little job because she's retired and she got bored, but she ain't cleaning nobody's shit. And any man who lets his mama clean other people's shit ain't no goddamn man. Any man who says his mama is a bitch and a hoe, any man who says his daughter is a bitch and a hoe, all right, it's not a fucking man. Okay? Country bumpkin, anytime you want to fucking come see me, you know where to fucking find me. All right? That's why you tried to block me from your emails and all that other shit, because you know I got something for your ass. All right? And you love something for your ass because you was raised by men. And we know how them southern faggots are with the men. All right? So, gentlemen, if you want to disestablish paternity, all right, if you want to redact your signature or rescind your signature, if you do not want to give your DNA sample, then don't give it. If you signed it, fine, you made a mistake. All right? Do the proper research and rescind your signature from the facts. All right? A country bumpkin who knows nothing about child support, who spends the money that you send him on dumbass books that have nothing to do with child support, but simply opinions, is not going to be able to help you. All right? Do your research. Do your research. All right? That is why we average over 24,000 subscribers. All right? That is why we average over 2,000 hits per video. That is why we average almost 4,000 hits every year, as opposed to country bumpkins who only gets about 40, 50 hits on their fucking bullshit ass YouTube channel, trying to kick you some shit with you going after some bitch. Okay? That's a country bumpkin, an ignorant motherfucker who employs illegal fucking aliens who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay? Now, I made this video, I ain't mentioned no names. I'm going to keep it at fucking country bumpkin. Get on your knees, eat a bowl of dick like you used to. All right? And guess what? Let me see the results of what you got going on, because you ain't got shit going on. Yeah, you got the nice cars and all that stuff. But guess what? Check this out. You ain't doing shit, boy. You'll always be beneath the God of law. You are my creation. I spewed you out of my ass. Ask your mama. I'm the Ahmed Osiris. We are DeceptionStoppers.com. If you wish to learn how the 4D Agency Corporation and this foreign corporation works, stop by and schedule an appointment, and we will educate you. We are an education service. We're not going to call your kids and your daughters bitches and hoes. We're not going to talk about your mama. All right, and we damn sure ain't going to let our mama go clean somebody else's shit and piss off of toilets. That's some pathetic shit. All right, so gentlemen, here's the law. This is the Social Security Act. All right, Section 466, 42 USC 666A. All right, Section C. Okay, and you can go down to Section D. Okay, if you want to disestablish paternity, then go to the actual paternity establishment law or procedures and do so. Now, real fast before I leave, and this is for the dumbass country bumpkin that putting out dumbass information. Procedures under which, after the 60-day period referred in the clause II, a signed voluntary acknowledgement of paternity can be challenged in court on the basis of fraud or duress. Now, the only problem with, number here, the burden of proof is upon the challenger. So you're the challenger. You're going to go in here and say, well, that bitch's child support. I didn't apply for child support. It's that bitch. She applied for the child support. It's her child support. Dumbass country fucking bumpkin. Quit giving people the wrong information. When you decide to challenge the paternity, all right, check this out. The 4D case may not be suspended during the challenge except for good cause shown. Don't you have the basis for showing a good cause because you were not given notice orally or through the use of video audio equipment and in writing to the legal consequences and responsibilities that arise from the acknowledgement? Oh, they want you to do this country bumpkin, want you to go in here and name a bitch. Oh, that bitch. Go in court with that fucking potty mouth. Let me see how far it gets you. All right, court is about professionalism. Yeah, we talk a little trash on the tube. You know what I mean? When you go to court, it's professionalism. Yeah, you got to grab your nuts and go hard, but it's about professionalism. Go in there with that country bumpkin shit, talking about bitches and hoes, especially when you get a female fucking judge. Country bumpkin, keep your fucking mouth shut, or we'll help you out. All right, I'm the God of Law. You got an issue with child support, you want an education, stop by the website, okay? DeceptionStops.com. Oh, Country Bumpkin, you ain't got no website, do you? Can't nobody contact you except through YouTube, you dumbass motherfucker. Hotep.